Hello everyone, welcome to dmetal Galaxy YouTube channel where we bring reviews and dmetal news into your living. Subscribe to be there when we release new content on. And let's now talk about something hot and crispy from the oven that has been just released 1 week ago. Destiny is Calling, the latest and newest single of Firewind's upcoming album yet to be named, and to give you all the ins and outs about this, our photographer Golden Dragon Photo have captured the night, and MAIr, me, have put a playlist together with some videos of the gig, and we have as well interviewed Gus G himself, the frontman of Firewind, about this new single and upcoming album. So yeah, check all the links below and grab your booze and tune in while in this review we are answering and sharing our thoughts on Destiny's Calling. But before we do that, let's first talk about Firewind Set and the Dark Connection tour in general. Basically, old school metal band Firewind supporting Beast in Black. So tune in and grab your booze. Firewind Set was amazing and brilliant. So they started with a very nice atmospheric melodic intro. A bit greenish yellow light, and they patiently introduced each musician one by one. They came on stage, played a particle riff, particle drums, or particle singing, basically. So each one was introduced in their own way, and then Herbie started to sing immediately, and there was a really good atmosphere. Like everyone was enjoying and tuning in when Herbie started to sing. And yeah, the rest of the set was so diverse, so dynamic, as there were a bit heavier songs like I'm Anger and some more melodic songs like Ode to Leonidas. And each musicians, they did a great job as they interacted with the audience. Like for example, Joe, during the Ode to Leonidas, he did some tricks with his drum kit, but he as well lowered his hand, raised them up, and everyone was like cheering and chanting during the night. And yeah, each guitarist and each musician just brought the song greatly alive. But I would say it was all between Herbie and Gus G, because Herbie is so charismatic as a frontman. He was at the left, the right, and middle, and every time he gave everyone a share of it. And then when he was taking a break, Gus G took over and he did such a cool high riffs. In Head Up High, he was just doing certain specific gestures to bring the music alive, which was unique to see. And then during the song Fire and Fury, like, wow, it looked like fire was coming out of I was like, whoa, I haven't seen this kind of cool stuff from a guitarist. And the setting was a bit darker, so greatly brought his lightning into light. And then yeah, it was, and then the interaction, like, it was really great. Crowd was really joining in, chanting along. So it was a very interactive one. And then they closed very brilliant with MAIr, which was a much more uplifting, and a song that was leaning a bit more towards Beast in Black, as was a very dancey one. And then Herbie did some weird dance poses. great way to close the gig off because it was different than their set. But as well, it was memorable because of the funny things that Herbie did to express the song. And then thirdly, it greatly fitted and transitions to Beast in Black, the headliner, because the styles were similar. So yeah, overall great crack. And let's go now to the Dark Connection Tour combinations. So I would say on paper it sounds weird, and when Gus G was telling about us about two generations in the audience, so Firewind or the old school metal generation, bit older, and then you have the newer generation with, so I'm guilty because, well, I'm quite young. So I'm the one who discovered first Beast in Black as they were playing in the academy, and then later on I heard Firewind. But I would say that this was a brilliant idea because what I saw as well in the audience, the old school metal band Firewind had quite some overlap with Beast in Black, their musicianship, the interactiveness and the charisma that they had. It equaled the headliner of Beast in Black, and there was a similar response to both bands in the audience. And then because they were a bit of different genres, they indeed could introduce their music to a new audience that haven't heard yet. But as well, being in separate bubbles, genres, one band didn't overshadow the other band, so as a result, basically, this night was quite diverse and was characterized by musicianship and just charisma and great tunes. So yeah, let's talk now about the topic you've been waiting to be discussed, Destiny's Calling and Firewind's upcoming album. So yeah, for Firewind upcoming album, the idea was to release some singles, as nowadays this is the way to go, according to Gus G. And as well, they were much more aiming to an anthemic song. And I would say a great strategy, because first of all, by releasing singles, we got Destiny's Calling with a cool 360. That gives an impression for those who haven't been there or hadn't the opportunity to just see how it was to be in the audience, and for those who have seen it just to relive it. And then the song itself, Destiny's Calling, it's a great one, and it's definitely anthemic. And because it's anthemic, I would say greatly worked, because I think the core theme, as I said earlier on, is the charisma, the interactiveness with the audience. And Destiny's Calling is such a charismatic song and easy to remember and sing by, and as a result, the audience was a lot of interacting to this song, and it really stuck into those who haven't heard anything about Firewind, and those who have heard, like, will definitely remember that there is an upcoming album coming, and they have the Destiny Calling now in their head. At least in my case, I would say it's such a great song and such a memorable song, but also I would say greatly fits with Dark Connectiontour, because it's much more, well, it's like very heavy metal, but I would say the core DNA, it's charismatic, like dancey, and something you can sing along, which equally applies to Beast in Black music. So I would say a great strategy, and as a result of this song, Firewind has put themselves on the map, and I'm excited to hear more about Firewind and their upcoming album. So definitely we look forward to see more of Firewind. And if you have enjoyed this review on Firewind Destiny's Calling, don't forget to give a like, and as well all links below to just Hear for yourself, Destiny's Calling, and bye. See you next time.